up, YouTube? It's O9 Double Team, and we're here with the Retro Beast deck profile for the current format. Like I said, I don't think it'll be too many changes. They're not gonna get hit, so they'll probably be the same list for next format, and even though the format about to change.
Yep.
So this is the deck profile.
Yep, this is Retro Beast. This is like my favorite deck almost ever. This is like a Furry 2.0, and I played Furries. That was my deck, and this is like much better. Actually not. I mean, it's really good. So 3 Cannahawk. This is your engine. This is your Cold Sark. It's probably the best card on the deck just to get you going. 3 Rampengu. This card is also amazing. First turn with the Elder. Next we play 2 Apelio. This is probably the most important grind card. Just the fact that 500 boost and then banishing your card so you can go into your plays. And then everyone's favorite card, the Pink Dolphin. So this card is actually really good though. I seen people play 2. Just you banish and just bounce a card on the field. So those are the Spiritual Beasts. The Tamers play Triple Elder. This is what you want to open first turn. If they get a Searcher, just for this might get hit because this and Cannahawk opens up first turn plays and you almost win all the time. Next, 2 Wen. This is your Wolfbark from the Bandit Zone. And then next we play 1 Zephyrin Pilica and 1 Lara. I had 2 Lara first, but when this came out, you want more names, so if I play this. Some people are just cutting Lara totally because it's low attack boost. But I think I go into Ganapelli though. I try to go into Ulti Ganapelli a lot just so I can negate as much as possible. So having more names is really important. Next, and finally, 2 Veiler. This is a Necros beat build because I think Necros and Cleese are probably my worst matchup. So against Cool Force, I probably side this out, but it does nothing to Cool Force, but against Necro, it's really good. So that's the monster lineup. It's typical Ritual Beast. Yeah, it's a probably except for the Lara Zephyrin Pilical thing. So next, play 3 Upstart. You have to play 3. This is a combo build. And giving your opponent's life points isn't bad because you can OTK or Bond. I play 2 E-Telly. I don't play 3 anymore. I used to play 3. Just the fact that it clogs and you get your Tamers. You just needed space for other stuff. So 2 E-Tellys. 2 MSTs. Floodgates kill this deck. And it's also easy side up if you don't need it for your next match. So next I play 1 Book of Moon and 1 Bond, 1 Gold Sark, 1 D-Fissure, and Regeki. Book is your power cards. You should be playing every deck. Bond OTKs,
why is there only 1 Bond? I see all Retro Beast players only play 1 Bond. Why only 1 Bond?
Bond does get cloggy. Sometimes you just really don't need it. Just the fact that you have your combo. But Bond can clutch sometimes. I think Bond would go... I would play Bond at 3 if Ganapelio didn't have that clause where it had to get his negate effect from special summoning from the monsters. But if I can go straight from like a Ritual Beast and a Tamer and then use Bond so I get his negate cards effect, this would probably play at 3 and it would probably be one of the best cards. And this deck would probably be so much better just because of that. 1 little claw. So those are the spells. Also I play D-Fissure. D-Fissure is just a power card. It's a floodgate, and floodgates. It doesn't hurt you. I think you have to play. 3 Steeds. This is the card that you search all the time. This card, people hate this card. Just the fact that what this card does is it happens at resolution. So you can have a Cannahawk play. You play this, contact with Cannahawk, and you can pop 2. This card is just amazing. But I think this is the better card. Just the fact it just keeps your combos going. I think the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh right now is cards that replace themselves is good. So Ritual Beast, the reason why I think the deck is good is because of this card, because they can just replace themselves even more without contacting out. You just play this, so that's really good. And then Macro, like I said, power card. I think you just have to play just these floodgates. I think you just have to play. and then I play Torrential, just because Torrential sometimes is a blowout that doesn't really do much to you. It's a blowout against a lot of certain decks, and then Solemn Warning.
Oh yeah, what's that combo with Torrential where your monster get blown up?
So what you do is if your opponent summons a monster and you have say a Cannon Hawk, if you have Torrential, you contact out and then you chain the Torrential. So the Torrential will blow up their cards, and then you can summon your 2 monsters. Just as the fact that this is gonna happen first, and then the contact out, the summon 2 monsters is gonna happen after it. So also that's just it's just really broken. Now for the extra deck, this is where things happen. 3 Cannon Hawk. This is probably the best card in the best extra deck card, just because it gets your Steeds and ambushes. And the only thing about this card is it's just low attack. If it had higher attack, I think it would be too broken. But I mean, it's really good. Next, play 3 Apelio. This is your attacker. When it attacks, your opponent can't play anything, and it's 26 KB either. Another drawback, like I said, with this card is it's unaffected by Apelio. So when it attacks in the damage step, it just goes back to 26. That's the only thing. And then 2 Penal Dolphin. This is your defense. If you already have your stuff, you just defend yourself. If there's 28k butt and can't draw a card effect. So next, 2 Gaunapelio. This is the new card that came out.
God.
This card, if you pull this off with negates in your hand, you pretty much win. The only reason why, like I said, what's bad against this card is this clause where you have to summon it with what it says, which is a Ritual Beast, Tamer, a Spiritual Beast, and an ulti. So that's the only thing. But you play 2 because you want to use Rampengu, and this card is a psychic, so you can send your Tamers to grave.
So can you summon that with Bond to get its effect?
No, you can't. Like I've been saying, you can't do that because it has to be special summon with an ulti, Tamer. That would be too broken. That would be way too broken. And then 1 Totem Bird, just because I have level 3s and 2 wins, Zephyr Pilica. I can go in this pretty easy if I have to with E-Telly and just negate Spell Trash when I'm going for OTKs. So, like I said, this Ritual Beast, this is my favorite deck. The only thing I'll probably change in later formats is the traps. The way the traps kind of, it's almost like a carousel with this deck in terms of traps. I could cut Skull Sarcophagus for Soul Charge, that could happen, but the monsters, I think, have to be the same. The other may get cut if Necros get hit. I may cut that for another Apelio or more traps, actually, or third E-Telly. So, just little minor changes. Maxi, side that because you only play that in the side because if game 1, you want to go, if you're going first, you just want a combo. You don't want anything stopping you. So you want to upstart into your combo. You just want to have cards to combo off. Game 2 is a little bit more of a grind because you got to side pretty well, and same with Game 3. So Game 1, you kind of want to get with this deck if you go first. So, like I said, this Ritual Beast deck profile, this is like pretty much a typical build, but this is a build I came up with. And like I said, if you're going to make this deck, please learn how to play it before you get it, because this deck is extremely confusing. I was going through it, some people went, oh man, it looks cool, but if you mess up, you might as well just scoot because you have to know the combos. It took me a while. I learned the combos myself. I didn't really look it up because I tested it before the deck came out. So I learned the combos before it actually came out, and I learned them pretty well. And I didn't like it at first, and then I kept testing and testing and testing, and I ended up just loving it. So, like I said, test the deck. You're going to like it probably, but make sure you know all the combos. And if you're playing against this deck, know all the combos. Because if you don't know what's going on, you're playing against this deck, and you don't know what's a Mind Crush, you don't know what's MST, you don't know what's a, dark, you know what's a Karma Cut, you don't know what's a, Dark Hole at the right time, you know, Torrential. If you just don't know, you must test to get this deck. Because some people, I've seen WCQs, anywhere, they just don't know what this deck does, and they get scraped because they don't know what they're playing against, and they just get destroyed. So like I said, this Ritual Beast is a good deck, as long as you know how to play it. And this is on our Double Team. Remember, like, subscribe.